And once what happened, hundreds of trees up all.
They've been advised. What's going on now?
I got people here screaming for help. You see another person?
There's been a massive landslide on Highway 530.
Yes, we're responding to it right now.
Colin, my neighbor's house and their neighbor's house has been completely taken out. And it's collapsed on several of them, and they're trapped.
Okay, let me get that sent through. And you know that they're inside the home still?
Yes, I'm standing at the location right now, and I can hear them tapping underneath.
Okay.
And yelling at us. There's several of them.
Robert, I just want to remind people who are just joining us right now, because they have seen basically what's been happening maybe on social media and Twitter and so forth, that at about 10:45 this morning, someone opened fire at Marysville Pilchuck High School. There's been a lot of confusion since then, but we have gotten confirmed that there are 3 victims with gunshot wounds, at least 1 to the head. What Robert is telling us right now is that he has heard that one of the people shot may be the gunman himself. We are still waiting to get that confirmed right now.
With emergency flashers on, that orange car is still hanging on to the side of that bridge.
Yeah, and at this point, we still don't know how many cars ended up in the river. We just know that a couple of people were rescued. Monique did confirm that, as well as some other eyewitnesses. So we do know some people have been brought to safety. We just don't know how many more people we're looking for here. As recently as 5 minutes ago, we saw from these live chopper images a hovercraft going around on the west side of the bridge looking for signs of survival.
12, they're bringing the trophy home. Your Seahawks, Super Bowl 48 champions.
You heard it from the voice of the Seahawks himself. For the first time in franchise history, the Vince Lombardi Trophy is headed to Seattle.
That's going to be one heck of a party. And what a party last night. The 12th man let their voice be heard on the streets of Seattle. Even some not so smart people in that crowd. Of course, there's always a few of those, right? Well, Pioneer Square, the party there lasted well into this morning, and at times it turned borderline dangerous.
It helped right away. He's on a very short lease with CSHS, and CPS has been involved. And this is the craziest thing. He looked right at me and closed the door. And I'd like to pull out of the driveway because I smell gasoline and he won't let me in. This could be life-threatening. He went to court on Wednesday and he didn't get his kids back. And this is really, I'm afraid for their lives. He blew up the house and the kids. He slammed the door in my face. So I kept knocking. I thought it was a mistake. Kids were one step ahead of me. They're 5 and 7. They were one step ahead of me, and he slammed the door in my face.
How could a 2-year-old simply vanish?
It certainly looks suspicious.
Sky Metalwala left in an unlocked car. Gone.
Why would you leave him in the car, in the cold, for an hour and a half?
Now KIRO 7 takes you inside the drama. Sky's mother under fire for refusing a lie detector test.
From KIRO 7 Eyewitness News, this is a breaking news special report.
And we're breaking into programming this afternoon to bring you the very latest on an immigration march that is taking place from Judkins Park in the Central District to the Federal Building in downtown Seattle, flanked by police. You can see hundreds of marchers now. This is 4th Avenue, we understand, north on 4th, along with Angela Russell. I'm Steve Rabel. As we continue coverage.
A dozen banks affected and several retail stores, including Nike Town, American Apparel, and some other places, a lot of them going into lockdown. In fact, here's video of that. This is the attack on Nike Town, and you can see them approaching with those long sticks, and that's why the mayor issued that emergency declaration to give police the authority to take these types of things away, whether they're in the act of committing any type of violence or not. So they said they're welcome to carry their signs during these protests tonight, but if they see anything that looks like that or anything that could be used as a way to commit an act of violence, police do have the authority, at least for this day, for this May Day, to take those things away.
911.
You can hear the fear and panic in this woman's voice as she calls 911 to report a neighbor ramming homes in Port Angeles with a bulldozer.
There's somebody on a tractor on Pioneer outside. Oh my gosh.
Okay, it's the one. Yep, we have a report of him destroying houses.
Yes, he
Yeah.
Colum County Sheriff's investigators say 51-year-old Barry Swagel used the dozer, also called a skidder, to push a newly constructed mobile home off its foundation and damage 3 other houses because he was angry with his neighbors over their fences and felt the mobile home was too close to his property line. The dispatcher tried to calm the panicked caller as she watched it all happen.
Are you injured?
No.
Okay.
I'm just getting out of here.
Yes, if you could get away, I don't want you to get hurt, okay?
There's an old lady in the house.
Which house? Which house?
Swagel was arrested without putting up a fight, and though he's accused of causing tens of thousands of dollars in damage, no one was hurt.
On Cairo 7,
that's freaking terrible.
Rats running through the city, past some of Seattle's swankiest restaurants.
That's insane. That's an overwhelming amount of rats for sure.
Cairo 7 takes you to the rat's path to show you where the rodents are roaming and searches for their source. Complaints about rats running rampant in Belltown are growing.
Inspectors say one block has been a problem for years, and Cairo 7 shot video showing rodents going right into businesses. Cairo 7's David Ham is live right now at First and Bell. And David, you took the video to inspectors to ask them why they're not doing more.
Yeah, and they say it's up to businesses to keep the trash cans sealed so rats can't get into the food. But take a look, that is not happening here.
This is home video taken by a Cairo 7 staff member who lives at First and Bell in Belltown. Some of the rats went into buildings. We counted 17 rats in just 1 minute outside of Ampersand Lounge around midnight. Because of recent complaints, King County inspectors sent the owner of the bar a notice to call a pest control specialist.
This Belltown location has been reoccurring.
We tracked down the owner and asked him about the problem.
Why are they circling your restaurant specifically?
Well, because they sleep underneath this building.
Duresh Tiwari says his restaurant doesn't put out much food, and he does try to take precautions to keep the rats away. We showed the video to neighbors who live in the area.
Yep, that's them.
These are Norway rats that can grow to be more than a foot long.
Big ass rats all the time chasing people.
King County Health says rats can carry disease, but there haven't been any recent reports of infected rats or rats biting people. They have bitten into wires and caused some fires.
And we're tracking this complaint against Ampersand Lounge. We'll let you know if the business does anything else to clear out the rats. Live in Belltown, David Ham, Cairo 7 Eyewitness News.
Well, a Cairo 7 assignment desk staffer shot this eerie video, which means you won't see it anywhere else. To see all the footage of the rats, just head to CairoTV.com.
Everybody get out of the way. He's coming all the way down.